One thing I'm a little disappointed about game-wise is Kempo Santo, who made Firewatch, announced a game... Like, I saw it right when I got back from Egypt, that they were making an Egypt-themed adventure game like that. And it was gonna be out this year, and then they got purchased by Valve, and I haven't seen a damn thing from them about it. Looks like they've been mostly focused on getting getting Firewatch on the Switch. I hope it hasn't been, like, backburnered or something. Because the artwork was gorgeous, and honestly, like, I don't even care what the game is like. If I can walk around in Egyptian ruins, I'm all for it. Old Wall Simulator is great content. If you say so. Which is really all that matters, actually. I mean, that you say so. Oh, get it in there. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, but they haven't said a thing about it since the announcement almost 2 years ago, which makes me nervous. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've stopped, but I don't know. It does feel like studio focus has shifted from the new game to the old thing, which, considering that Valve, made games one time, and now don't, focus on Steam, I don't know. Doubt they've canceled it. I mean, they probably would say so, but it does make me nervous that they've shifted resources away from it into, like, getting Firewatch on the Switch. Because I checked out their Twitter page, and that's literally all that they had on it since they announced In the Valley of Gods almost 2 years ago, year and a half ago. And 10 out of 10 would watch again. When I watched Lethal play through, what was it? It's a shooter game that has an ancient Egyptian setting. I can't remember what it was. It's a pretty ridiculous concept overall, but the setting was pretty gorgeous, and I almost want to play it despite the fact that I would be absolutely abysmal at it, just because of that. Oh my god, do I have just enough of these? No, I don't. I miscounted. I need 3 more. Anyway, I certainly hope they haven't canceled it, but... I can be a cynic and a pessimist at times. I try to be an optimist most of the time, but, doesn't always work. Assassin's Creed Origins is fantastic. Really, really loved how the ancient Egypt in it looked. That is something that I haven't checked out. I should probably take a look at that, see what it looks like. I'd like a really good, well-researched Greek one, too, as opposed to, hey, look, it's Greece, everything is white marble. Which is the definition of not well researched in this day and age. Alright, so we got that wall all done. I still need to figure out something to do with the lower wall section. And this, It's super dangerous, but, you know, that's not our problem, right? Odyssey might be that. It takes place in Greece, and I think they're ending the new AC trilogy with one taking place in Rome. Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something else? I admit that I have not really paid any real attention to Assassin's Creed. I watched a little bit of Mysterious JG playing it, and that's kind of about it. You're not super knowledgeable about ancient Egypt, but you found AC Origins looking very authentic, and it's really fun to just explore the map, and it's pretty large, too. I might take a gander at some video of it, then. Alright, let's see. Chisel. Alright, you are on the right piece. That's not what I intended. Probably because of how yeah, it was because of how I was angled. Interesting that it does that. Alright. No. Alright. I think we need an actual platform at the end. Again, you do it. There we go. Okay. I mean, that's one of the things that I want more about Imperator Rome is just more, like, events, like, when you're playing as Egypt, an event about the building of the Temple of Philae and stuff like that. Maybe even a possible discovery of the fact that they the priests left the pharaoh's name off the temple, which is really it's kind of an Egyptian FU. It really, really was, which is pretty great. So basically, one of the Ptolemies had a, you know, they're the pharaohs of Egypt, even though they're Greek. They built the temple. Obviously, they did not look at it, or they had no idea what was going on when they did go, because the cartouches that are supposed to have the pharaoh's name in them were blank. They were left blank, which is it's kind of a no-no. It's kind of a no-no. You'd watch me play AC Origins, just completely ignore the game and drop mad Egypt facts on us. Well, I'm by no means an expert, but it would be a lot of fun to just explore stuff around. Mind you, I'd also want to be able to, like, look at the, at all this stuff on the walls and, you know, look at the dead cows with their tongues hanging out on the sacrificial tables. The carvings. It's pretty great. There was a woman from Vancouver on the tour that I was on, and, you know, a lot of the people on the tour were essentially just, you know, hey, it's a cheap tour to Egypt. This is fantastic. We've always wanted to go. As opposed to, you know, I know a lot about Egypt, and this is a cheap way of being able to see everything. But she was more like me in that regard, and we had quite a bit of fun just, like, examining all of the wall carvings for stuff like that. Okay. So we got that. Should I top it? Because I feel like this is starting out topping. I think we will. Also, don't really want that. There we go. Perfect. Not so perfect, actually, because this just leads up to this part, but I can just walk up there and go do that part. I don't know if it's what it's supposed to look like, but it's what I'm going to make it look like. I think it'll look nice. Helps if I get the pieces right. It's one of the earlier AC games that Notre Dame in it, and Ubisoft spent tons of time to make it as authentic looking as possible. That is pretty good. I mean, honestly, if like you can have fun while also exploring a very realistic depiction of the ancient world, I would really get behind that. Oh, they actually, I saw they found a new workers' village near the Valley of the Kings. Which is really fantastic because these are some of the, like the Dear L something or other, whose name I can't quite remember. The workers' village that they've already found has, I mean, like there's tons and tons of artifacts that they got out of that. And they found another one which, you know, kind of promises to have even more amazing finds in it. So that's pretty exciting. I'm loving this ramp idea. This is pretty fantastic. This makes it so much easier. And I can just hack it up with my sword when I'm done. Okay, so let's see. Looks like 7. You know, before I hack some of these pieces up, let's oh crap. Oh, good. It didn't actually do anything there. Gotta get these stairs back there, though. I want to see what happens when we use the chisel on some of this. Okay, so the side doesn't change, but we do get this slope, which still could be pretty neat. So again, the side doesn't change, but the top does. It's giving me some ideas, actually. Okay, so we have that. Now we do need to do something over here. Good God. There's so many of those. There we go. Let's get that back. Alright, so, oh, maybe I should replace, these outside pieces with crenellation ones. Yeah, I should do that. Dang it. So finicky. Just the wrong position. There we go. Put a good environment showcase on AC Origins later in Discord if you remember. Alright, I'll try to remember to ask you about it next time I see you. If you go on a side angle, you can get a corner roof block. Yeah, if you... I accidentally did that. Let's kind of do that, and... So yeah, you get the flat slope there, do that, but if you come in at an angle, like, I don't know exactly what the proper angle is, but yeah, you get this, this nice corner curve. Actually, it's kind of hard to see on, with the snow, but, because it's just all flat white, practically. But yeah, that is pretty neat, and I might, do something, with that. And by do something about that, I mean do some roofing with the blocks. I'll definitely have to think about it. I still would like lower slopes than this. That's about a 45. I'd like about a 33 or 20 degree. Something where it's like 2 blocks wide to get 1 block high kind of thing. Be really nice, I think. Should be doing something here with that. I don't know. Wonder if we can use the chisel on these pieces. No. Alright. I didn't think so. Worth a check, though. Maybe I should put the crenellations on this side, too. It's fine. I might go back and get more flower seeds. It's a good place for it. I don't know that I have enough of what I want to fill in this little area here. No, I do. Alright. There we go. That'll look really nice when they come in. Flat option cuts the block in half, lower or higher depending on how often you hit the block with it. Oh, so you mean I can do a top half? I assume that you could just do a bottom half. Let me see what I can do about that. She didn't want those there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that is pretty cool. Okay. Alright, well, interesting to note, though, that with the snow, it still gets you this, the pattern on the bottom. So I'll have to keep that in mind, with any kind of natural block. Because it looks a little bit weird. I mean, I knew that you could do the half. I didn't know that you could do, you know, hit it again and you get the top half, and then back to a full. That's actually really cool. That I mean, it is something that I was thinking about doing. Is that you can make kind of a stepped... Well, number one, you can make a nice broad steps, which I'm going to have to play around with. But you can also make a stepped roof. So this is a way to get a low slope roof. And I might do that. I doubt you can do it with an actual roof tile, though. Let me see if there's any interaction there. No. You can't do anything with the roof tiles. I didn't think so, but it was worth a check. But yeah, so you can get I can get a decent low slope roof with that. which will be pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely time to eat, guys. Just ignore the fact that there's no food. Famished, need food. Guess I can put some food in there. I mean, it's not quite the same as an actual slope, but it gets the same appearance. But it will definitely make for, you know, it's not quite as smooth a movement as just going upstairs. But, like, I do want this as, like, the broad stairs leading up to a throne room. I think that would look really cool. I wonder if you can do something similar if you go in at an angle. No. Okay. So we got a nice little flower patch here. That's pretty nice. Alrighty. Guess I'll eat some bread. Alright, so we're done with that wall part. I don't like these gaps there, but whatever. Now we need to do this wall here. And... so we got these individual blocks here. Which doesn't really fit in with what we see right there. So I like trying to get it back to what it, quote-unquote, was supposed to look like. Don't think that's really going to happen, though. Which is kind of okay. Dang it. There we go. Right button. Okay. Well, let's not fill in there. Actually, yeah, well... yeah, we'll get past this part pretty quick. So I was thinking of just, like, alternating. But then that wouldn't match up with what's right there. I'm not quite sure if I want to do it any differently. I think I'll just have it match with that if I can. Actually, I should check to see size-wise whether I've got enough. Hey, Bossatron8, how's it going? I am just fixing up the walls here and making them look really nice. That's the gap, then there's that. Another stair down like the one you have on the right side, maybe next to those? I suppose I could do that. I do have those pieces. Well, let me see if there's it'll depend on whether there's a whether I can get all of these in appropriately with the right number. If it fits with the 2 and 2 and 2 kind of thing, then I'm not going to do stairs. I'm going to do stairs on the other side of the other power tower. That should work. Okay, no. Alright, yeah, another set of stairs would work then. Okay. I mean, my eventual goal is to turn this whole back area into a field, but I won't be able to do that until we get back to the Isle of Awakening. Not right there. Wait, what? I feel like I ran out. I feel like one of them disappeared. I am unsure. Alright, if I do that, that is going to change that, but I guess it's okay, because it would be better to have them look like, you know, have the two stairs the same. We can always change what the top looks like. I mean, I like trying to get it all to look like the way it was originally, but we can be a little bit creative. So yeah, that's a good suggestion there, to have the other stairs. It certainly gives me gets these nice and even, which I am a big fan of. Alright, I kind of... So unfortunately, you get these little bits that stick out here, and you can't really go around corners, so I'm not sure... I think what we want is... to take these out. Use these. So that'll get some continuity of appearance there. Yeah, it makes it symmetric. And that's always something to go for. You know what? I just realized I don't actually need these two here. I don't need to manually build those because it'll give me the proper piece when I'm done. Okay. And let me get out my pretty pillars. There we go. Okay, I think what I want to do is... we also got this flat bit here. Let's take all this out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the battlements right there. Okay. I wish you could rotate them in your hand before putting them down. That would be really, really nice, game. Grab those back up. All right. Need two more. And then I can figure out something to do with a couple others, which I might want to do something with. Something right here, I think. I think that looks a bit better. There we go. Let's find a good vantage point. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Very tempted to put a ladder on this side somewhere, but we can figure that out later. Alright, so, this feels like a pattern here. It feels like there is a pattern going on here. I think there is. Maybe we won't make this. Maybe we'll do something else like just flowers and trees back here. That could be good. It would also be good if I don't get a cord caught around my leg. There we go. All right, so yeah, there's definitely a pattern going on here. Let's see what we can do about restoring that. There we go. Let me get the dirt out. Where's my dirt?